Hello and welcome to Top X, where we count down the very best that YouTube has to offer. Today we're getting crazy in the kitchen and counting down our picks for the top 10 alternative cooking and food channels on YouTube. For this countdown, we're taking a look at those channels that deal with food and cooking, but that have a special something that make them different from traditional cooking shows. If your favorite cooking or food channel didn't make the list, be sure to check back in a few weeks when we count down the top 10 traditional cooking and food channels. As usual, we ranked our picks based on a mix of subscriber numbers, views, votes from our users, personal preference, and of course, general impact on the YouTube community. Number 10, regular, ordinary Swedish mealtime. Clearly inspired by Epic Mealtime, the guys at Regular Ordinary Swedish Mealtime saw that there were a lot of alternative cooking channels out there, but there was clearly a lack of punching and yelling at their ingredients. Basically, these guys prepare their food in the most violent ways possible. While some channels go for excessive portions or obscene combinations, these Swedes prepare traditional Swedish food with insane levels of aggression. Aside from the food punching, which would honestly be enough to sell this channel for me, they do all their videos in Swinglish, which is a mishmash of Swedish and English. There are subtitles, so don't worry about following. But seeing as they pretty much yell all their lines, the overall effect is that you're watching a cooking show hosted by some sort of crazy Viking.
Liquid butter! Pre-fried sausage!
Number 9, Pop Sugar food. Those of you that are worrying that you won't get any actual good recipes out of this countdown, never fear. Coming up next is Pop Sugar Food, which is a pretty sweet channel. Pun fully intended.
Take a look at these donut chips. They're crispy, the sugar has caramelized. Oh, I gotta dip some in some whipped cream. Do you hear that crunch? So good.
While Pop Sugar does feature relatively traditional cooking tutorials by ways of style and presentation, it's the kinds of things that they prepare that pushes them into the realm of alternative cooking.
Nacho cheese Dorito hybrid. It's cheese that's fried in Doritos. It's so good.
So, next to traditional things like red velvet cupcakes or bloomin' onions, they feature all sorts of crazy edibles. Mac and cheese stuffed Doritos, donut chips, ramen burgers. Pop Sugar is the place to go if you want recipes for stuff that's both weird and fun, but also fully edible.
Look at that. You got the arugula, sriracha, a fried egg, American cheese.
Number 8, Emmy made in Japan. Anyone who's ever been on vacation in a foreign country will tell you that every country has their own weird candies and junk food. Emmy, the host of Emmy Made in Japan, uses this as her core concept.
Greetings lovelies, hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Emmy Eats Weird Stuff. Today I'm going to be eating bugs. Yay!
On her most popular show, Emmy Eats, she gets care packages loaded with junk food from around the world from her fans, and she eats them. You name the country, she's probably tried the local snacks.
It smells very pizza-like, very tomato-y. Let's give that a taste.
Her second show, What You Eatin', is almost the same thing, except it focuses on stuff that you have to prepare. Now, apparently in Japan, there's a large market for candy or snacks that you actually have to prepare yourself. It sounds weird and most of it looks disgusting, but she seems to enjoy it.
It's definitely a cricket. Doesn't have much of a smell. Let's give it a taste. Here we go.
Number 7, Barbecue Pit Boys. Okay, enough candy. Time for the manly man stuff. Meat, fire, good. Coming in at number 7 are the Barbecue Pit Boys. As their pre-video warning reads, their channel is not recommended for Vegematics and the food police, whoever they are.
We're gonna pull them off the grill now, and we want them to cool a bit so they stiffen up, because we're not finished with these bacon onion rings yet.
What's kind of funny about these good old boys is when it comes to actually explaining the recipe, the actual cooking part, they're as clear, calm, and concise as you'd want from any high-end cooking show.
Drop it in some oil. We're using some corn oil here. We've got the temp about 380 degrees Fahrenheit.
They land here on the alternative list because they only cook outside, cook really unconventional things, and they sort of look like the guys from Duck Dynasty, but that's clearly part of the charm. Just to give you a few examples, they do grilled alligator, bacon onion rings, and venison chili.
Shoes on.
Basically, whether you bought it or shot it, if it was once alive, they'll help you grill it. Number 6, munchies. So, as you know, we're counting down alternative food channels. And for years, you may also know that Vice has positioned itself as an alternative culture brand. So it makes sense that their food channel would end up on this list.
I'm gonna make some guacamole, I'm gonna make some steaks. I've been fiending this shit. Oh man, I'm taking dabs all over the place.
That said, Munchies is the closest thing we've seen so far to a real-life TV show. Actually, TV show is a bit reductive, as their channel is much more like a TV channel, with a bunch of different shows that show different things.
So, ich glaube, das Tartar ist nicht so falsch gemacht. Schön gewürzt, ein bisschen mehr scharf als normales, aber für mich klappt perfekt. Für dich?
Anyone familiar with Vice's other video content should have a pretty good idea about what to expect on Munchies. Most of their content focuses on going to new and strange places and gaining access to counterculture experiences and dishes that are outside the realm of normalcy.
Food is a great gateway into any culture. Who says you have to be Chinese to make Chinese food? Who says you have to be Italian to make Italian food?
Number 5, cooking with dog. Sure, there are probably tons of other channels out there that teach you how to make traditional Japanese dishes, but how many of those are narrated by a dog? Checkmate. Coming in number 5 is cooking with dog. If you want to get technical, Francis, the poodle, is technically the host of the show, although he gets help from a mysterious Japanese chef.
Add the rice vinegar to the ice water. The vinegar has a sterilizing effect, and wetting your hands will help keep the rice from sticking to them.
Although Francis has a charming Japanese accent that definitely lends to the appeal of the show, there are subtitles provided for those of you that worry about following along.
こんにちは。今日は私の母が遠足によく作ってくれた巻き寿司を作ります。
Let's count the ingredients for makizushi.
Obvious gimmicks aside, if you remove the poodle, Cooking with Dog is actually a pretty comprehensive cooking show, especially if you like Japanese cuisine.
Don't pack your bento box until the ingredients become cool. Otherwise, the bento can easily go bad because of moisture from the steam.
Number 4, sorted food. At first glance, you'd be forgiven if you thought that Sorted Food was just your general, run-of-the-mill cooking channel. They do make pretty things, but aside from a focus on cooking stuff in mugs, there's nothing really special about the things they're making that separates them from the pack. Instead, Sorted Food stands out by being the most YouTube-y channel we've seen so far. That is to say, they take the food angle and apply it to a lot of trends you'll see on other popular YouTube channels. They do challenges, they have collaborations with other YouTube celebrities, and participate in community-wide events.
There we go, our mac and cheese in a mug.
Mate, that smells incredible.
Bacon, garlic, parsley, amazing cheesiness. Let it cool down a little bit, and then you can sit in front of the TV and tuck in.
Sorted.
Although the channel is hosted by 4 friends, only one of them is actually a chef. Now, this is where a lot of the appeal comes from, as you'll see that the chef is often explaining the recipe not just to you, the viewer, but also to his friends. So a lot of the fun comes from the banter between the buddies.
Just want to cut down either side of it.
Are you a chef slash vet or something?
Yeah. Man, all the vegetarians are gonna hate us.
Number 3, My Harto, aka My Drunk Kitchen. Though she does a number of different types of videos on her channel, it's Hannah Harto Hart's #1 segment that lands her on this list, My Drunk Kitchen.
This is a wine that I found in my sister's kitchen, which is free.
If you're terribly unimaginative and you haven't figured it out yet, Harto gets drunk on My Drunk Kitchen and then cooks. Now, these videos are clearly much more about the journey than they are about the destination. As in, you'd probably not want to eat the food after, but damned if it doesn't look like they're having fun while they're making it.
Drum roll, please. This is the fucking trifecta.
My Harto is another channel that's deeply ingrained in the YouTube style. She does collaborations with other YouTubers like Jenna Marbles and Tyler Oakley, she does vlogs and tutorials, and she updates really frequently. But what's even more impressive is that she also has a fair amount of real-world celebrities on her show as well, like Sarah Silverman or even celebrity chef Jamie Oliver.
Jamie, where you from? Okay, that's it for that joke. That was an Orego. Oh no!
That's deep.
Thanks, dude. Cheers.
Number 2, Epic Mealtime. I'm sure you saw this one coming. Hailing from WatchMojo's epic hometown of Montreal, Canada, is Epic Mealtime, our number 2 pick.
What you know about health? Salad? Salad!
definitely in the don't try this at home category, Epic Mealtime sets out to, and I quote, make your wildest dreams come true and then eat them. Of course, they hardly ever really eat them themselves. They usually get pretty girls to do it. Basically, the objective of Epic Mealtime is to create insanely large and obscene creations out of food. Lasagna made of fast food burgers, a 84-egg sandwich, a meat salad, anything that would give you a heart attack is essentially fair game.
Today we're taking a bacon cheeseburger, putting it inside a bacon cheeseburger, inside a bacon cheeseburger, inside a bacon cheeseburger. Let me break it down for you how we do that.
Epic Mealtime is also equally well known for a few of their trademarks. Epic music, bird sounds to cover up expletives, and of course, shit tons of bacon.
More bacon strips. Custom salad.
Before we get to our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Rosanna Pansino, aka Nerdy Nummies. Topping off our list is the adorable Rosanna Pansino, host of the delightful Nerdy Nummies.
I got a lot of requests for more Rice Krispie recipes, so today I'm going to be making chocolate Rice Krispies and peanut butter Rice Krispies.
Like most of the channels on this list, Nerdy Nummies is based around a pretty simple concept: desserts with a nerd culture theme. Super Mario Star Cake, Minecraft Rice Krispie Treats, even Diablo 3 Skittle Vodka Potions.
We have the Demon Hunter's Hatred and Discipline. We have the Witch Doctor's Mana, the Monk's Spirit, the Barbarian's Fury, and the Wizard's Arcane Power.
One thing that gets you big points here on Top X is impact on the YouTube community, and Rosanna scores big points in that category. Basically, she updates very frequently, she collaborates with other YouTubers, and she doesn't sacrifice polish or production value in doing so.
Today, we are going to be baking a retro cake. We're going to be baking a cake based on the PC game. It's very old. It's called Chips Challenge.
When you add in the fact that she combines this professional style with a clever gimmick, clear instructions, and seemingly endless charm, she makes an easy choice for number 1.
Ta-da! Here are the Bomberman cupcakes that we made today. They look amazing.
Well, some of them do.
Some more amazing than others.
The ones on this side do.
That's it for our countdown. Right now, I'm sure that most of you are equal parts hungry and confused. Be sure to vote on upcoming lists on our website. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And for more great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to watchmojo.com.